Hi everyone, my name's Carol Yeh-Garner and I'm a Royal Crown Diamond in Young Living, and I'm going to show you my Hope to Coast to 5 minute face. So my face is clean. I've already washed it with my Art Gentle Foaming Cleanser, which I love, but I'm going to use my toner. So I didn't know that toner was important, but it actually minimizes your pores and apparently takes off any leftover makeup and dead skin cells, and then normalizes the pH of your skin. So thank you to my friend Jamie Burkhalter, who's on my team, who's an amazing holistic esthetician, for teaching me about the importance of toner. So she says don't use it and like really scrub your face, just kind of like gently use it. So my face, I thought it was clean, but not so clean. Okay. So in order for what I've found with Savvy Minerals is that you have to prime your face. If you just put the mineral makeup on your face, it doesn't work. So I don't really like to use foundation historically because I felt like it was like a mask on my face. But I love, love, love the Savvy Minerals, but I need to prime my face. So I use Art Renewal Serum, like one big squirt, and then get that going. And then because I'm 48, I'm using the Art Intensive Moisturizer, which has this really cool way of dispensing. So you press it down and then swipe, and then you've got a good little amount. And it just smells really, really good. So I should be going up, right? Okay, so my face is primed, and one of the techniques that I learned from watching some of the videos on Savvy Minerals on Facebook is to do something called baking. So I'm going to take a color that's lighter, which is warm 2 for me, and get some into the container lid. And I'm going to use my Savvy Minerals concealer brush and just tap it into the product and like just pat it into my under eye circle area. And so what I've learned from watching lots of different videos is you want to kind of like form a V underneath your eye. And I'm just gonna leave it there, like I'm not gonna blend it. And then I've got, you know, some age spots, so I'm gonna just like bake that on there too. And I'm looking in my regular mirror because the phone is not the best mirror. So baking just means that you're putting the makeup on, you're letting the warmth of your skin warm it up. And what mineral makeup loves to do is adhere to your skin as long as you've got a good base. So, and you've primed it. So I'm gonna just kind of like get into these little red areas and darker areas and bake it on. I'm already at 4 minutes. That's not a 5 minute face. Whoopsies. Okay, so I'm just leaving it there. My foundation color is dark number 1. And I just do this 1, 2, 3, like a couple little taps to the lid, to the main, into the lid, and that's about how much I use, like not a whole lot. I'm gonna take my foundation brush, spray it with the misting spray, which is super important. One big spray, get my lid, get a little bit on there. Get a little bit more makeup on there. So it's a really light coverage, which I really like. It stays on all day and night. I don't have to reapply. Even if I sweat, it's still there, and I just keep rolling my brush around. And these brushes are so great. Like, I've had in the past makeup brushes where after you use them, they're like permanently in a deformed shape, but I mean, like, I do this every day, and this is the state of my brush. It's maintaining its shape. It's really good. So do you see how now that baking just kind of like blended in now? Okay, so that's my foundation. For bronzer, you go in a 3. So where you want more cheekbone, but from your temple to your cheekbone and down. And then I like to go kind of in a V underneath, because like, I don't want to get a facelift. Okay, so I use dark 4. I do not use misting spray. I do a little swirl, and then I tap the remaining so that I don't get a bunch. And that didn't really work very well. I'll try again. So I'm shaking it, and then I'm tapping it so that I'm not getting a ton on the lid. So if you can see, there's like barely anything on that lid, and that's exactly as much as I want. So I take my contouring brush, Savvy Minerals contouring brush, tap it in there, get a little bit on there, get into that section where I would like more of a cheekbone. So you might say, oh my gosh, Carol, you just drew stripes on your face. Yes, I did, but I'm going to blend that in just a second, okay? So I kind of like dab it on, and then I'm gonna use this brush to blend up, to blend in and down. So it's like a 3 or an E. Okay, so I still have a tiny little bit. I'm gonna tap that into my brush, get that under neck shadow going. So it's a fake shadow from the bronzer, so that it makes my neck and my jawline stand out. I'm gonna get whatever's remaining in there, get a little bit more on my temples, and then to narrow my nose a little, I pinch my brush and just put like whatever little bit that is remaining on the sides of my nose to narrow it a little bit. Okay. Next is blush for me, and I use Smashing, which is a really pretty pink with a tiny bit of luminescence in it. That's how much I use. And take my Savvy Minerals blush brush, spray one little spray, get that into the blush, and then I just dab on my cheekbones and up to add a little color. And then whatever I have remaining, I just kind of do a little bit on my eyes, my top of my nose and my chin, because when you're sun-kissed, you get a little bit of pink in those areas, right? That's it. Okay, next is Multitasker. So I use Multitasker as my eyeshadow eyebrow, and again, I'm just tipping it on its upside down side, going back, tapping it to get the excess, and I'm barely using anything. Again, that didn't really work, so let me shake it again and see what I got. Oops, nope, that didn't work. Too much. Okay, so like, see that? That's actually too much. So again, I'm gonna use my Savvy Minerals, where'd that makeup brush go? This is the Savvy Minerals eyeshadow brush, and it has like a thicker side and then a pointier side. I use the thicker side, and I'm just gonna dab some on there and kind of like mix it around so I don't have like a bunch just like on one side. And then I'm gonna go into my lid area, the bottom part of my lid, and just start blending. So one of the things for my eyes, I have what's called a hooded eyelid. So like I have a little tiny crease there, but I don't have an indent or a crease above. So I just use a little bit of multitasker to give my eye a little bit of shape and definition. I'm going in there again, dabbing, 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 getting a little bit more. And then I'm gonna go on the other side and start at the base and create a shadow so that my hooded eyelid looks like there's some definition to it. So see that? It's like really subtle. I could probably do a little bit more, and I always start at the bottom because I don't know how dark it's gonna come out. And obviously if you want more color, you can just layer and just keep adding more. And that's the beauty of this makeup, is you can put a little and have a really natural look, or you can layer and add more. So then for like added definition, I have this brush, which is not a Savvy Minerals brush. Hopefully they will come out with one that has like this angled edge. So I'm gonna take remaining eyeshadow, tap it onto my brush and get into the corner. So I'm moving inward and just defining that bottom part of my eyelid even more, and blending, getting the other side. So if I were going out, I would be layering on even more, like another layer of multitasker. I would use Jet Setter wet and draw a little eyeliner line there. And that would really, really define my eyes. Okay, so I'm using it all up and really just getting that base part of my eyelid. And then it looks like there's like nothing in there except for like the residue left over, right? But there is. So I'm gonna take my eyebrow brush, get it in there, and then add a little to fill in my brows. So like this multitasker is gonna last a really long time because you just have to use the smallest amount, and it really goes a long way. I mean, like I'm using like, there's like specks and it's still giving me product. Okay, and then if I were going out, I would take some diamond dust and some rose ointment and mix just the tiniest little dab in my finger and do a little bit here and at the top of my eyebrows, and then even like on the tip of my nose and here as a highlighter. But it's the middle of the day, so I'm not going to. And then I'm gonna use Abundant lip gloss, which I love. I don't like the feeling of lipstick, but lip gloss works really well for me. And I love that it has some peppermint in it, so it's gonna help plump my lips. And that is my not 5-minute face. That's my 15-minute face because I'm talking to you and explaining things. But I'll post my before and my after picture and all the products that I use so that you have that list. And I hope that you learned something. I love Savvy Minerals, it's great. And I'm super excited to have a non-toxic, chemical-free, additive-free makeup option for not only for myself, but my daughter. Our daughter's 12, so she's gonna be using makeup soon, and I want her to, I'm totally happy with her starting to use makeup. I don't have to be afraid of her, you know, her reproductive systems, her hormones being affected by all the toxins in makeup. So I'm gonna really be happy to share my Savvy Minerals with her once she's ready. Alrighty, thanks. Have fun in the next couple days and weeks of the Savvy Mineral makeup group. Bye.